So I get in the Uber and like he literally kicks the Uber as it's going.
I got a Glock in the backpack. I'm sipping this Henny on my.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know I've been missing for a minute, but I'm back. I'm better. I got a story time for you. So like, comment, subscribe. So today we about to get into the craziest first date I ever had. Probably like one of the worst dates I ever had too. But you know, going out on a date with somebody is always gonna be a hit or miss. In my case, I had mad misses. Too many misses. Here's what happened. For those of you that don't know me, I'm from New York. I'm always on social media and always posting. Like, that's me. I'm one of those. So there was this one guy on Instagram. He would always hit me up. He would always reply to my stories. He would always comment under my pictures. And so one day I was like, let me see who this is. Who this? Because he be gassing me like he my man. So anyway, I click on his page and I'm like, whoa, it's definitely giving catfish, because why is your beard so perfect? And not only that, he was gorgeous. I'm not even gonna front. He was really gorgeous. And I was just like, ooh, all right now. Like, I'm gonna start liking his pictures and commenting back and, you know, looking at his stories. And it's like, yo, I want to take you out. And I'm like, okay, like, where we going? Like, I am down for whatever.
Like, I'm with it all. What you want to do?
He's like, oh, it's gonna be a surprise. I'm gonna pick you up. Fast forward to the day of the date. It's actually Valentine's Day, which is so crazy, but I didn't have a Valentine. So I'm just like, you know what? Okay, he wanted to take me out for Valentine's Day. Whatever. I feel like that was actually really cute. He comes from Jersey. He picks me up. And as soon as I walk in the car, it's flowers, my favorite color flowers at that, yellow, and this card. Like, I kept it. So look at this. It's happy that the universe aligned you into my path. Looking forward to building a bond with you that lasts. Let's celebrate the future and bury our past. I have so much to give you. All you have to do is ask. He was also a rapper too, so like, it was cute. I was definitely flattered. I was like, this date is the best so far. Now we on our way to this surprise date that he did not tell me about. So we end up in the city. I don't remember what the place is called, but let me just tell you, the place was beautiful. Like, everything about it was gorgeous. So we go in. He already has reservations. He's like, yo, order whatever you want. Don't be shy. I'm like, don't mind if I do. Who said I was shy? Because I'm finna eat. Even if the date go bad, like, I'm gonna leave with my stomach full.
You know what I mean? I'm from around the way. I'm leaving with something.
He bought 2 bottles of wine, and then we had like 2 shots. I was tipsy. At this point, we're drunk talking. I'm like, you know, tell me more about your job and what you do. Or he was just like, I work with dead people, the people who die and they want to donate their organs for research and stuff like that, which I found so cool, because I'm like, which is crazy because I always get the guys with the cool jobs. Like, never dated a bum. Then he starts to tell me, do you know how much a black woman's womb is worth? And I was like, no. Like, this is where the conversation kind of shifted. I was like, actually, like, I don't know. And he told me, like, oh, there's people that kill people and sell their organs on the black market and make mad money. Like, he was like really going into detail about this. And I'm like, wow, that's crazy. Mind you, I'm drunk. So I'm like, what? And then he's like, I don't want the night to end. So eventually the place was closing. And he was just like, oh, I don't want the night to end. Like, I'm having such a good time. He's like, let's go on an adventure. Right now we're like really intoxicated. And he's like, yo, I want to show you Jersey. We're near Jersey. Like, I want to show you my house. I'm like, let's just be adventurous tonight and let's just do stupid stuff. But I don't want you to get inside my pants. Like, if that's your goal right now, it's not gonna happen. Anyway, we're driving to Jersey, and it was low-key kind of like hitting me after we crossed the bridge. Maybe you doing a little too much right now. I had to tell myself that. I'm like, maybe you're doing a little too much. Maybe you should have just went home, called it a night, try to get to know him. Then we could talk about Jersey. But you're going to Jersey on the first date. Like, you're one of those. I'm like, anyway, we get to Jersey. We get to his house. The initial plan was we're gonna go to his house. He's gonna show me his crib because it's apparently nice, and we're gonna get weed to smoke, and then we're gonna go around Jersey just being spontaneous. We get to his house. Lo and behold, that house is real nice. I'm like, okay. Even the whole neighborhood, I'm not even gonna lie, I was just like, ooh, Jersey is so nice.
Ooh, this is nice.
Nice! Girl!
Yeah, so we get to his house. Mind you, the whole way there, we're still talking about this black market selling organs. And we're still talking about that. We get in the house, he's like, I'm gonna roll up, I'm gonna use the bathroom. Then we out. He's like, oh, I need grabber. And I have grabber in the car, just stay here. Like, I was just like, okay, cool, whatever. He not even trying anything. Like, I was genuinely having fun and I felt safe. I was really lurking around his house because I'm like, one, you don't have no roommates. This is your house. And two, you shouldn't invite strangers to your house because guess what? Now I'm gonna be nosy. So he goes out to get grabber. I'm looking around because, like, he has a lot of interesting paintings, you know, wall art. Like, his house was a very interesting house. So I'm looking around and there's this Tory Burch sandals. It was red. Or like, what is this Tory Burch sandal doing right there? Anyway, he comes back inside and he's just like, I have a flat tire. What you mean you got a flat tire? Because I'm in Jersey at almost 2 o'clock in the morning with a stranger and you talking about you got a flat tire?
Come on, man.
And he's like, nah, don't worry. Like, I'm about to call my friend. I'm going to call him and he's going to come and help me fix it. And then we'll take you home. Like, I didn't know this was going to happen. Now I'm pissed because I'm like, damn, like, what made me come here at this ungodly hour for the ungodliest thing to happen? Your tire is flat. That's crazy to me because what am I going to do? Now I'm here. My high is blown. Like, I feel sober right now. I'm just like, ugh. And I'm just like, it's a nice Tory Burch sandal that you got. He's like, that was some girl that I hooked up with. She left one side of her sandal here and left with the other side.
She's a hoe.
No, I'm not saying that's not bound to happen. She just left it here and that was that.
She's a hoe.
Well, you taking me out on dates? Like, what's going on? Because I really wanted to know because something in my heart told me, like, that slipper, it was just a sign. We're waiting on his friend. We're smoking. We're talking still. Talking about, let me show you something. It ended up being a gun. And it wasn't like some little, it was like this size. Like he had a whole case for it and everything. Like, it was a hunting gun. I feel like he was into all that. He's showing me how to kind of hold it and stuff like that. And I'm just like, this is the gun that he's gonna end me with. Just like, all right, I'm kind of done holding this. Here, you take the gun back because, yeah, okay, cool. Thanks for showing me. Where is your friend? And then he's just like, have you ever shot a gun? I was just like, no. So then he was like, you know what's crazy? I low-key have a past. Like, I did something when I was 19 years old. He was like, I could have got locked up for it, but my friend took the charge. It had to do with a gun and somebody else. I'm not gonna go into the story, but the story was alarming because I'm just like, like, it's okay. Like, we all have a past. We all come from something. You know, it is what it is.
I'm ready to get the fuck ASAP.
He opens the door. His friend comes in. Him and his friend go outside. They're supposed to be fixing the tire. I'm inside. I choose to stay inside. The time goes by and time is going by. I'm practically dozing off on his couch because I'm like, it's about to be 3 o'clock in the morning now. Like, I'm passed out on his little couch thing in his room. Phone right there. He comes inside and I guess he peeped me sleeping because the way how he came in is like he checked and was like, oh yeah, she not. And I'm up, but I'm not. I'm like sleep. And I pulled one of those, like, I didn't want him to know I was up. Like, I could hear what's going on, but my eyes are closed. This man goes and takes my phone. Part of me wanted to jump up and be like, what you doing? But I was like, maybe he's gonna go charge it or something. Let me let this play out to see what he about to do. Anywho, he is literally on my phone. And I hear when he walks around and goes and puts it on the charger. So I'm like, okay, he putting it on the charger. But then it's like, I don't hear no movement after that. And I'm hearing the fingers tapping my phone. So I'm like, all right, maybe it's his phone because my eyes are closed at this point. But I'm just like, I don't know. Like, all right, it's time to stop fake sleeping and get up. So, like, I start moving and I just get up. And I'm just like, where's my phone? And he's just like, oh, it's charging. Like, you want water or something? And I was just like, no, like, did y'all fix whatever y'all need to fix? Like, I'm ready to go. He's like, no, couldn't get it done. I'm gonna go in the shop early in the morning, so just spend the night. So I'm like, no, I can't do that.
Stupid. I'm not gonna let you get the chance.
He's like, all right, relax. Like, why are you acting like this all of a sudden? He gives me my phone, but then he holds it. He's just like, I just want to let you know, I texted your friend and your mom saying that you were safe.
What? Bro, what are you talking?
So now I'm mad. Like, I'm just like, Why would you text my mother and why would you text my friend? That's not how it works. And I'm like, first of all, how did you get in my phone? That was the first question I asked. I was like, how did you get my password? He's like, one, I know your birthday, and two, you were doing everything in front of me, so of course I know. So I'm like, you don't think that's creepy? You don't think that's weird? He's like, oh, I'm gonna go to the gas station in the morning or the tire place. Don't worry, just relax. Like, what do you want? What can I get you? I'm like, honestly, I'm ready to go. He comes up to me closer and he starts holding me. He's like, please, no, like I really like our vibe. I hope I didn't ruin anything, please. Just stay the night with me. Don't act like that. Like, it's gonna be safe. Like, I won't even touch you. Please, please, please. And then he starts kissing my forehead. I'm like, right now I'm creeped out because I'm cute at first, but now it's like, you going through my phone, that's mad weird. And that's time for me to go. Told you that I'm leaving. It's like, honestly, I just want to go home, so I'm just gonna find a Uber or a Lyft. You just basically crossed my boundaries and you have now officially done too much.
BFFR. What did that spell? B fucking for real.
I've agreed with everything so far on this date except for you going through my phone. And the fact that you know I'm stuck in Jersey, like, sir, find me my way back. Matter of fact, you gotta pay for my Uber home. He's like, I would pay for your Uber, but you're acting like a bitch right now. I'm seeing another side of you, and I can't even believe this is the same girl from Instagram. You seem so sweet and nice. So I'm looking at him go off like, sir, I don't really give a flying. And I want to go home. I don't care at this point because now I'm paranoid. You're showing me guns. You're telling me about the death industry, and not only that, you went through my phone. Like, who does that? It's the first date. I don't even know you. Because I really don't want to spend that money on that Uber, but I'm just like, it's either my safety and my comfortability or, you know, the other thing, which is probably not going to be the best option. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm really about to spend this money on an Uber because I decided to go to Jersey on a first date. So anyway, he's on one side. He's just like... So he's on one side of the room. He's not talking to me. And he was like, oh, like, why did you come here if you didn't want to spend the night or if you wasn't down to do that or anything? And I was just like, you said let's go on an adventure. You said we were stopping at your house because you wanted to show me it.
So that was a f***ing lie.
10 minutes later, the doorbell rings. I'm like, oh, no. Who is ringing your doorbell at 3 o'clock in the morning? I'm just like, nah, I need to order this Uber. So immediately, as soon as that doorbell rings, I go on my Uber app, I call the Uber because I'm like, I'm no longer waiting here because who is at your door? So I'm like, were you expecting somebody? He's like, nah, I wasn't. He leaves to go answer the door. His friend comes in and he's like, yo, I know this spot is open 24 hours. They have car tires. He's like, oh, I'm gonna take you there. Tell Shorty to get her stuff and let's go. Just come with us. I'm like, my Uber's coming, so I'm not going nowhere. So the guy who took me on the date, he's like, what? You called your Uber? He's like, you really want to leave that bad? He was like, you know I'm in this effed up situation and you're leaving me here. And I was just like, whoa. Whoa. Mind you, the Uber is like 15, 16 minutes away, which is crazy because, you know, for me, it's like... If an Uber is 15, 16 minutes away, you have a long-ass wait. If it's like 5 and under that, you're good. So, like, I'm waiting. I'm like, damn, can this Uber come any faster? Like, this guy is literally blacking on me. He's like, nah, get your stuff and get out my house. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, not this happening. And I was just like, you know what? I will gladly wait outside. I'm getting my stuff and I'm walk out his door and he's like, oh, I'm sorry, like I didn't expect this to happen. I didn't expect the date to go like this. And I'm like, first of all, you just yelled at me like I was this crazy person who broke into your house. So his friend is like, oh, don't even pay him no mind, like he has anger issues. And I'm like, he never told me he had anger issues. And I'm like, we just met, so I don't even know this man and he got anger issues. I'm like, interesting. Another reason why I don't need to be here. And then he starts up again. His friend is holding him back and he's like, you're a bitch, you're a this, you're a that. He's like, I will never take a girl out like you again. Anyway, he's yelling, so I'm just like, and his friend is holding him back. I'm just like, I don't care, like my Uber's coming, so it is what it is. That's what I was telling his friend. I was just like, you know, I'm thankful, but like, listen, I'm just waiting for my Uber. I just want to get home and forget this night ever happened. His street was very dark. probably, I don't even remember it having streetlights. I just remember it being very dark, and I'm like, damn, I'm outside. You know, it's Valentine's Day, so it's cold as hell. You know, I have my jacket, but I didn't really come prepared for the weather because I was like, I'm gonna be in the car anyway. So I'm outside, I'm freezing. The Uber's taking mad long. Literally comes outside because I'm on his steps waiting for the Uber, and he's like, get off my steps. Get off my steps. I don't want you on my steps. I don't like weirdos on my steps. I don't even know you. You're a stranger. Like, yo, when I tell you the personality switched, I was like, nah, I feel like there's something mentally wrong with you.
Stop it. Get some help.
Why wouldn't you? I'm a female. Why wouldn't you want me to stay on your steps and wait for the Uber, knowing your street is dark? Like, despite we may not have agreed, if you were real, feel me? If you were real, then you gonna let me stay on your steps. As a female, it's late at night, literally pushing the door, and he's like, move, like you're doing too much. And his friend is like behind him trying to stop him, like, yo, dude, relax. I was just like, let me get off his steps. I cross the lawn, and then I go by the street. So I'm not in the street, but I'm like at the edge of his grass in the street, and I'm just waiting. And my Uber right now is probably 7 minutes away, but these were the longest 7 minutes of my life. Anyway, I'm waiting. Next thing you know, like, I'm hearing something like coming from the backyard, like coming towards the front. So I'm like, what the heck? Like, is that a raccoon? Like, what is that walking? Like, I didn't think it was him. So I turn around, it's him with the hose, and he's like, yo, if you don't get off my property, I'm gonna violate, and you lucky it's not my gun. And okay, maybe he didn't have plans of killing me, but now he does, because I'm like, your gun? Like, really? Is it that serious? Like, you why are you hating? So he's like, yo, I'm gonna open the hose and you're gonna be tight. He's like, yo, I'm gonna open the hose on you and wet you, so you better get off my property. Get off. I don't care where you go. Don't stand anywhere on my property.
Today your ass is gonna die, bitch. Say goodnight, motherfucker.
So I'm like, damn. And I really don't want to get wet with the hose. So, like, I literally just stepped down. But finally, my Uber comes, and Ubers never want to stop where you tell them to come. So he stopped like a couple houses down. So I called to make sure. I'm like, hey, is that you? Like, I see you. I think you're a couple houses down. And he's like, yeah, I'm here. So I'm like, okay, good. So now I'm walking to my Uber, and he's like, where you going, bitch? Where you going? Where you going? He's outside, but he was originally standing at his door. His door has like a screen door, so you could see through. So he saw when I was walking. He was like, where you going, bitch? Where you going? His friend comes out behind him. He's like, I'll never take a bitch out like you again. Like, he's repeating himself, and I'm just like, all right, you'll never take me out, blah, blah, blah. I'm going home, ha, ha, ha. Well, I'm getting into my Uber. He runs up to my Uber, spits. He runs up to my Uber, he spits literally on me. It landed, like, right here or something. He spits on me. I literally lose it. I lose it. I'm just like, like, I can't even believe that happened. Nobody has ever spit on me, and especially not no stranger.
Me personally, I wouldn't take this level of disrespect.
So the Uber is like, come on. So I get in the Uber, and like, he literally kicks the Uber as it's going. I'm like, what? He literally kicks the Uber as it goes. That's so disgusting. That's the most disgusting thing you could ever do. Like, I would have rather got pistol whipped than spit on. The night has ended. I get home, I shower, and I'm just like, nah, this is crazy. Like, I can't even believe stuff like this happens. Like, I've had bad first dates, but I never experienced it. And most of you are gonna say, oh, well, you put yourself in that position. And I'm just like, I mean, it is what it is. I didn't expect him to be some crazy person. Yeah, that was the crazy date. I've never experienced anything like that ever again. That was like the only time I experienced that. But I definitely learned a few lessons. And it's just like, one, I don't trust none of y'all. You never know who somebody really is. You never know what that person is mentally capable of or physically capable of. Hey, thank you for listening to my story. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Monkey on the dick, monkey on the dick. Ooh, monkey on the dick, monkey on the dick. Baby, show me that shit.